everybody, thanks for tuning into the channel. Today we're in the garage, rainy day here in central New York, and we're going to do a quick little video about some Diode Dynamics products. I recently put on their SAE approved fog lights, and I also put in their LED low beam bulbs. They're already installed, so I don't have an install video for you, but what I'm going to do is just talk to you a little bit about them, give you some tips that I found for the install. And then later on, I'll go out once it gets dark and I'll do some night videos and I'll hopefully help show you their output. So here are all the lights on, fog lights, and the marker lights in the grill. I have them all wired so the fogs are not independently switched. I am really not good at electrical. I need to find someone that can help me. I would love to do that down the road, to have those fogs on independent. I want to take you under the hood to just give you a little bit of some thoughts that I had when I was going through the install. When you're putting in the Diode Dynamic fog lights, every video that I saw and all the instructions said to take off the inner fender liner. I started on the first side trying to take off the fender liner, and I had a really hard time getting it pulled back. I don't know if it was something that I was doing wrong or if it was just something that's difficult. So I went in under the hood to see if I was going to be able to get it that way. Bear with me. I was actually able to get both sides unhooked, the factories taken off, and the new ones put in by utilizing this cavity here all the way down. Definitely am not going to be able to see the light from here because of how dark it is. And then on the passenger side, I was able to go in through this space. Definitely busted up my knuckles, and it was hard to see, and it was really kind of difficult, but I was having some problems with the fender liner. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the fender liner back where it needed to be, so I just decided to give it a try, and it ended up working. There's just one screw on the original, on the factory fogs. You can take that off. The new Diode Dynamics come with the bracket, just a tiny bit of assembly to get the brackets and the lights installed, and they literally just hook right into the existing mounts with the same screw, and the fitment is actually pretty good. I'll spin around here so you can see what that looks like. As you can see, there is just a tiny gap in there. Really not too big of a deal, and it is about the same on both sides, the driver and the passenger. For the Diode Dynamics low beam LEDs, it was honestly one of the easiest installs. I'd never replaced headlight bulbs before. This was really super simple. I'm not going to go in and show you, you're not going to be able to see much there, but I am just going to go ahead and say I do recommend them. Been super high quality. Tonight when I go out after dark, I will show you what those look like in the dark, and you can see how they are performing. Again, full shot of all the lights. Really high quality stuff. I did have on my previous 4Runner, I did have the Baja Designs fogs. It is basically the same exact thing as the Diode Dynamics. The output is not the same. I was really interested in getting the SAE approved with those Baja Designs. They were not SAE approved, and I got flashed on the road all the time. Now granted, you don't need them on all the time, but when it's snowing or when it's foggy or it's raining heavily, I do want to have those fog lights on. So that was one factor that played into me getting the Diode Dynamics. The other factor that played into it was the price. So they came with good reviews, and the price was significantly less than the Diode Dynamics, than the Baja Designs. Both outstanding products. I have nothing to say bad about either of them. The Baja Designs were outstanding, but again, with this build and a little bit of a budget, I decided to go with the Diode Dynamics, and so far, I've had them for about 2 months, and so far, I've been very pleased with them. So just for reference, this is the low beams, just the low beams. Again, I don't know a whole lot about lighting, so I'm not sure about the pattern and exactly how to adjust them. I know there's a lot of adjustments you can make
right on the bulb, but this is just me throwing them in. It's not a perfectly straight line. The car is actually not, the truck's not perfectly level anyway, but I've been pretty happy with it. So here we are. It's not exactly perfectly dark out. It's actually 7:15 here. You can see in the sky, obviously it's not perfectly dark, but this is when I had a chance to get out and make the video. So this is no lights at all. This is the daytime running lights. This is the low beams. Whoops, sorry, that was the fogs. I'll start over. This is nothing. This is the daytime running lights. This is the lows. Nice illumination with those low beams. I am pointed slightly uphill. And then this is with the fogs added. Again, they look as if they're pointed way up, but the spread of the fog kind of hits the trees, and I am pointed uphill. And then this is daytime running with the fogs, which makes a really kind of a cool pattern there. And again, pointed uphill, so it's a little bit different looking than if I was on flat ground. So again, last time, nighttime, daytime running, the lows, and then add in the fogs. How impressive is that line right there? That is sharp. It's really, really sharp. So shout out to Diode Dynamics for sure. If you are interested in following along in the adventures of the Tacoma build, please make sure you subscribe below, hit the notification bell. It really helps me out, really gives me motivation to continue to make videos and get them done as quickly as I can. And again, if there's something you want to see on the Tacoma, again, it's a 2019 TRD Sport. If there's something I can show you or you want to see or I can answer, I'll do my best to do that. Just leave it in the comments below. We'll see you next time.